Hello everybody and welcome to this eTwinning learning event. My name is Marco, I'm a computer science teacher at Portugal and I'll be your host for this learning event. During this learning event, we'll be talking about artificial intelligence and education. You can see this learning event as a journey into the future, but a future that is already here. So we need to be aware about what are the challenges and opportunities created by artificial intelligence. That will be mainly what we will be discussing during this learning event. This event will start in the 8th of October and will end in the 22nd. We will discuss different topics about this thematic. What is AI, how it works, how it is developed, how it is impacting our lives, what are the new challenges, the new opportunities. Of course, we will also talk about the risks of AI. And we'll finish talking about AI and education and give you some ideas how you can integrate artificial intelligence in the classroom. In terms of collaboration and contacts, we're going to have a specific email for this learning event. We also have a Facebook group, a Twitter hashtag, and in the eTwinning Lab platform, we'll have some forums for collaboration and where you can post your questions and doubts concerning this event. We are living tremendous change nowadays. We are living a digital transformation. Gerard Leonard tells us that we may be the last generation of humans that know what offline means. So the next generation for them will be always online. He also tells us that humanity will change more in the next 20 years than it has in the last 300. So you can imagine how quickly things are happening and how quickly we are seeing all this big transformation in every aspect of our lives. We will talk about what is AI on the learning event, but just to give you a very light notion. It's a branch of computer science, and what it's trying to do when developing artificial intelligence is to imitate intelligent human behavior. But during the learning event, we will go deeper in terms what is AI, and we of course will talk about John McCartney that first coined the term artificial intelligence in 1956. So where is AI nowadays? What you can say is that the AI is everywhere. If you look at your smartphone, if you look at the cars, if you look at finance, if you look at art, if you look at the labor market, if you look at the industry, what you can say nowadays is AI is everywhere. And when the AI become part of our life, we stop it calling AI. We also talk about ethics and bias. Mainly of the AI that is developed nowadays, they need tons and tons of data. But that data is already produced by us. So all the bias that we have in terms of what were our actions in the past, they are reflecting the behavior of artificial intelligence nowadays. In terms of AI on education, we can look at as AI to have the power to reinvent education. Humankind is changing a lot, so we will need new skills, new competence from our students. If that is the need, of course, we also need in terms of education to adapt, to be flexible and to reinvent it. So how can we get ready? If you are discussing all these transformations, all these new challenges, all these opportunities, we need to adapt. We need to reinvent yourself. And as machines acquire more and more capabilities, even cognitive capabilities, we need to apply about what makes the difference between a human and a machine. And that is to be more human, where we can do things that the machines cannot do. In terms of collaboration, communication, resilience, creativity, that's what makes us different from the machines. And that's why we needed to develop all these competences with our students so they can get ready for this transformation. In terms of the skills, a few months ago, I asked Toby Walsh, what are the 4 skills that we need to thrive in the AI world? And he mentioned emotion intelligence, creativity, adaptability, and grit. So we need to create the right context, the appropriate pedagogical context where you can develop these skills so we help our students to be ready for the world of artificial intelligence, because we are living in the world of smart agents. So we are, for the first time in the history of humankind, we are challenged to have machines with capabilities of intelligence. And of course, it changed everything. But if you look at education, if you look at schools, they are not so different as they were decades ago. If you look to the classroom, the way that is organized, the way that we are developing the context of the school, we really need change to answer all these new challenges that we are facing. And of course, there, as always, but you can feel it more right now, the gap between generations. A good friend of mine, and he was the first one to implement AI on the curriculum on the public school on the United States, he says that is the clash between the cassette generation, we, and this new generation that are in schools, what he calls artificial intelligence. So we as teachers, we really need to adapt. We really need to understand what is happening. That will be the way that we can help our students to be able to be ready for all these new realities that are being created. In terms of our learning event, one thing that I really like that you read from the top to the bottom is the page about the introduction to the learning event. All the information in terms of organization, in terms of how this learning event will run are there. So I please ask you to read it, and if you have any doubts, we have all these channels that I told you before when you can post your questions and doubts. In every learning event that I run, I have 3 mandatory rules. The first one is to learn. We are here to learn. We are here to learn with each other. And for that to happen, we need to share what we are learning, share what we know about this particular topic. And of course, we are here to enjoy. It'll be easier. If you are enjoying what you are doing, it'll be easier for us to learn. So I really hope that you enjoy this learning adventure about artificial intelligence and education. Thank you.